Welcome, everyone. My name is Susan Allan, and I am so thrilled to have you with us today for our really, really, really special event, because today you're going to meet one of my close friends who is a remarkable spiritual scientist. This is a very, very rare combination, as you can imagine. And to have Jeffrey Wilson with us is really thrilling. And welcome, Jeff.
Thank you.
And today, as always, because we are that fortunate, we have the true rock star of Lifewave and direct marketing, Marci Preble. Welcome, Marci.
Thank you so much for having me here today, Susan.
We wouldn't be able to do this without you. That's for sure. That's for sure. And including, we wouldn't be able to do the business very successfully without you. So it's two levels. So let me tell everybody who doesn't already know Jeffrey Wilson all about him. So Jeff is the founder of the Quantum Vibrational Healing Institute. And he has developed quantum codes and protocols that are scientifically proven energetic clearings. And they clear us and connect us in a very unique way, in a perfect way, by clearing the quantum field that we are all within, that is something in which we are all connected, except I'll tell you, from my own experience, I wasn't always so connected, as Jeffrey would certainly have the right to share. And what is absolutely remarkable about Jeff's work is that he works with highly sensitive people. And that is actually a category of those of us who have those challenges and attributes. It's both. And so by clearing us, it makes us able to live glorious, wonderful, successful lives, the lives that we've always dreamt about. So today, what Jeffrey is going to do is really remarkable for us in Lifewave, because I told Jeff about the Lifewave patches in July. And when you hear what he had to say to me and why he was so thrilled, you are going to be so excited to be on this show today, because he's speaking about the spiritual benefits of Lifewave science. And I don't know anyone who has spoken about that so far. I don't know anyone else who's qualified to speak about that. And so this is a really remarkable, remarkable opportunity. So Jeff, please tell us, first of all, about this huge spiritual aspect of using Lifewave patches, if you would.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to give a little bit of an explanation of when I work energetically with people. What I'm looking at is you have a body-mind field complex. You are, to me, an energetic egg. And inside this egg is everything that makes you up: your chakras, meridians, your bodies of consciousness, your soul, your central channel, your life force. Everything knits together in order to enable you to traverse this world. And it's all ultimately spoken out of or created out of ether physics. That's the bottom line of it all. But once you've created this magnificent vehicle that you use to traverse this world, some things can go wrong. And in this body-mind field complex is your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body. And sometimes communication gets lost. And when communication gets lost, illness can set in, sickness can set in, and the physical body doesn't perform the way it could or should. I firmly believe that if you stay energetically connected and you have flow, movement and flow through this field, is that you can be vital your entire life. You don't have to age or become decrepit. And I was looking for tools to assist the physical body, because the physical body is the slowest vibrating part of the field. Hence, that's why you can touch it. And because it's the slowest vibrating part of the field, it can sometimes lose communication. And so I was looking at different things like peptides from Russia in particular, and experimenting with those and testing those on myself and on some of my clients. And then that's when you came to me with the idea of Lifewave. And I saw immediately, wow, this will do that and more. So that's when I started experimenting with that.
Maybe you should tell everyone the kind of budget that you had allocated for all those other things that didn't meet your needs.
Oh yeah. No, I let's see, in my own experiment, I spent about $7,000 on peptides. And peptides are the communication between your systems, between your organs, between various systems and organs of the body. And as we age, those diminish, which again, I don't think they have to, but that just seems to be a natural result of living in this world. And yeah, I dropped $7,000 because I tested every system. I did a peptide for the heart, a peptide for the lungs, a peptide for the intestines, and I got results. I got really good results, but they didn't last. They didn't last, and that's the key, is being able to sustain that. Because who can drop $7,000 every? You should probably treat and retreat with peptides about every 3 months. So that's a pretty expensive solution.
And it's pretty exciting to be able to just do what I call play pin the tail on the donkey, where you're just sticking a patch on in a different place and it's doing it for you. It's, just like the work you do in clearing, it's effortless for those of us who are having you work on us. And in the same way, putting on a patch is effortless and easy. And that's a big part of it, right?
It is. And you bring up a really good point, okay? Because I sit with a lot of other healers all around the world. I talk to other healers and other modalities and stuff. And for some reason, we have this perception that healing, that perfect health has to be hard, that we have to do something, that we have to work and we have to dig into things and study and all that other kind of stuff. Well, that nothing could be further from the truth. And by what I mean by that is once you get out of your own way, okay, so what happens is the field can accumulate shock and panic and trauma and cause breaks in the field and lack of communication. You remove shock, panic, and trauma from the field reconnects, recovers, recombines, and then all of a sudden your natural state comes to the surface. And your natural state is happy, healthy, joyful, fearless, loving, and alive. Period. End of story. That's who we are at our core. And if you're not happy, healthy, joyful, fearless, loving, and alive, you got something wrong with your energy field. And so these Lifewave patches just kind of pile on top of that, and it's effortless. People they want a do-it-yourself solution. That's what they've been conditioned to think. It does it for you. It does it for you. So I'm so appreciative to you for introducing me to this. And I've gotten magnificent results. So.
And I think what's so fascinating is Jeff and I have been friends for many, many years. I don't know, maybe about 10 years.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. And your partner, Beth, and really dear friends. So I thought I really knew Jeff. I really knew what Jeff is all about. Jeff has been working on me energetically for years and years, for a decade or more. And we speak all the time. So many people who have a resistance to talking about Lifewave patches because it's new to them to share something scientific, or it's new to them to do direct marketing, whatever. Well, none of this was new to me. I've been doing this for decades, but of course, Lifewave is new to me in July. And I called Jeff because I love Jeff and I love Beth. And, I wanted to make sure that the people I love, the people I care about, have the greatest health, the greatest happiness, have everything, and the opportunity to help all their friends and their family too. But never in my wildest dreams did I expect you to say, I've been looking for copper peptides. That is really a first. So the message is, you never know who it is in your address book or in your cell phone who really, really wants to know about this. The only way to find out is to tell everybody. So Jeff, tell us about some of the other aspects. I think you call it the healer within. If you tell us about that, that would be great.
Well, it goes back to what I said earlier, that I firmly believe, and I know to be fact, is your natural state is happy, healthy, joyful, fearless, loving, and alive. And when you're not, there's something gone wrong. And what these patches do is they help the body. I don't want to use the word trick. It's not a trick by any stretch of the imagination, but they signal. They signal back to the body. So what you are is when you have a field that's intact, there's life force that's constantly flowing, constantly moving, coming down from the creator through your central channel into your field. You take from that as much energy as you want. It goes into your earth chakra, and she takes from it what she needs to feed her. And then that energy goes back to the other side of the channel, back up to the creator. And that energy is constantly flowing, constantly moving. And when something happens that energy is not flowing, like you've lost your connection to the creator, or you've got a break in the central channel, like between a chakra, it manifests as things like depression, anxiety, ultimately PTSD. And ultimately, if it's there long enough, if those breaks stay long enough, it'll manifest as physical ailments in the body. In the back, it can be scoliosis, it can be herniated discs, it can be pelvis issues, it can be back problems, neck problems, constant headaches. That's a central channel related from an energetic perspective. There's always an energetic cause to whatever you're experiencing physically. And once you get everything reconnected, you can use these patches as another layer of healing to re-signal to the body, hey, rebuild this, trigger this, pay attention to this, create more of that. I think they're genius.
And what's so interesting is I need the sun. I have always had SAD. I lived in New York City, but I started to travel to India on business and Asia on business as fast as I could because winters in New York were a problem. My parents used to spend a lot of time in Palm Beach because they wanted the sun as well. And these patches work on light therapy, phototherapy.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering what you've seen about that, Jeff.
Well, and the reason they work on phototherapy is you're a light being, okay? You're a light being occupying a physical body. And some people will refer to that as their soul, as their essence. When your soul fully occupies this body, it connects to the nervous system and maintains perfect health. When you don't have your soul fully in this field, or it's dislocated in some form or fashion, you don't have all the light that you need. And you emanate biophotonic light. And this is documented science. You can go Google it. Biophotonic light. They've proven that plants emanate it, humans emanate it. That's basically you being a light being. And so when I do when I do repair work on people's fields, I challenge them. I say, okay, for the next week, go out and pay attention to how many people just randomly come up and start chatting you up. And because they're now emanating light again, and they hadn't had that for a long time. And light beings recognize other light beings. And so out of nowhere, people walk up to you, start talking to you, strangers start approaching you, that kind of stuff. I've even had some people report back because so much biophotonic light's coming out, people don't even recognize them. Family members don't even recognize them. They look that much different. When light is coming out, you look like you're a light being. Well, these patches play off of that. What they do is they trigger that light that's coming out and you normally emanate into the world, bounces into the body. And then the body runs with that and uses that to do healing on itself. Your body is more than capable of healing itself if you just get out of the way. And these patches accelerate that.
Now, do us a favor, Jeff. I wear a lot of patches. Marci wears a lot of patches. Would you tell us the patches that you wear, what you wear during the day, what you wear in the evening? And then Marci's going to talk about some of those.
Yeah, okay. That's a good question. To sleep with, first of all, I do the sleep and the nirvana because that really gives me a sense of peace and a very calm sleep. During the day, I always have my X39 on and an Eon. And then you just recently told me about the skin. I'm getting that. I'm going to try that out.
Alavita.
Yeah,
baby.
Alavita. I hadn't paid attention to that, but I got to start paying attention to that too. And then I use the energy patches too, one on this shoulder, one on this shoulder. And to put it in perspective, I see on average about 40 to 45 clients a week. And for any energy healer, they will tell you that's an insane schedule. Insane. I should be seeing 10 people a week. But I work from noon until midnight because I have clients all over the world. And when I'm done, I got to go walk my dog for an hour just to calm down. So I think that speaks volumes.
It certainly does. That's fantastic. So Marci, if you would tell everybody, some of us already obviously know about the patches, but not everybody does. So if you would, please.
Absolutely. And I am learning so much from Jeffrey today. I had no idea who this man is. Like, we are all light beings living in a physical body. Like, duh, that makes so much sense. And that we get light from the creator and we I can't pronounce that word, but we send it out and the patch redirects it back into us to heal. Like, yes, I talk about this all the time, but really understanding it from your core soul being, and that we are supposed to be happy, joyful, fearless people. That is what we are. I mean, it's good to know. So thank you. So this patch is really beautiful, and I'm understanding even more today why. And it looks like a Band-Aid, but it's so much more. As Jeffrey says, it's a vehicle of light, and inside is organic crystal, which is made out of amino acids, salt, and water. And when you put it on your skin, the heat of your skin, or as Jeffrey would say, the light, it's the same, reflects back a light wave that elevates. Are you ready for this? GHK copper peptide. Oh my gosh, now I know what a peptide is, which is a communication signal. So it's basically going in and communicating now to our body to say, hey, elevate your stem cells, make more of them, and reset them to a younger, healthier state. Like, it is that peptide, now I understand, that is the communicator using light, much like when we go out into the sun, when Jeffrey's walking that dog, well, maybe in the morning, the sun is activating vitamin D. So it's the same light technology. But what I really now understand is, I'm 53, and by the age of 60, all of our stem cells stop to work. And what makes stem cells so unique is that they're pluripotent. So they have the unique ability to turn into any cell your body needs for repair. And as Jeffrey says, we're a physical body. We are the slowest vibration in the physical. So when your stem cells stop helping you as you get older, like, you don't repair. And so you have cells that are just your pancreas, or cells that are your colon, or cells that are your connective tissue. And so when we're young and that energy is moving and we're fully aligned, those stem cells are repairing quickly. And now when we reactivate ourselves now, we can have those pluripotent stem cells start marching again and repairing everything that we need to have repaired. And it does move from the first thing you need to repair to the second to the third, and it keeps repairing. And I finally understand what a peptide is really doing. We're using light to quickly turn on our signal to activate those stem cells to repair us. Like, wow, like, really cool. And I don't know if you want me to continue. I have about 4 patches that I love on top of the stem cell. Do you want me to share that now?
I think everybody does. You're our guru, so please.
Well, first I want to say what Jeffrey likes, and I want to tell you that I like them too. X39 is stem cell for repair. Eon stops inflammation. And David Schmidt says, wear those two together. And the Eon will stop the inflammation as the stem cell X39 keeps regenerating the stem cells. So Eon allows that X39 to even be more powerful, because as we know, inflammation can eat up stem cells. So if you do together, you just have a very powerful activating stem cell patch. He likes sleep in Nirvana. The sleep actually elevates your own melatonin, which is what helps us sleep. And your Nirvana elevates dopamine, which is the neurotransmitter that says, hey, I'm okay. And then, of course, Aloe Vera, that's my favorite. I put one at night on my face and on my neck, because I don't want, I'm almost, 60, and I don't want that like turkey neck thing going on. Like, I'm really working on that. And we're all touching our neck, right? And what happens is David talks about that Alavida elevates, you ready, a peptide that is the queen bee jelly peptide. And that is a peptide that is the reason that queen bees live 50% longer than the worker bees. And that has to do with telomeres. And on the end of each DNA are these little strands. And as they get shorter and shorter, you become closer to not being alive. And so when you support your telomeres to keep them long, fingers looking good, that keeps us younger. And so I like to say that Alavida will just keep your skin soft and it will keep regenerating all of that collagen. And it's amazing. And the other two that I really, really like is glutathione. I put that right here, right on my neck. And glutathione is your master antioxidant. It like goes after all the free radicals and oxidative stress. Think of it as like taking a mega dose of vitamin C, right? And it also, glutathione is your master a detoxification for your system. So you're going to detoxify all that stuff that's not good for you. And then, of course, carnosine. We've learned a lot about carnosine. And carnosine supports your muscles, every organ in your body, and your brain and your heart. Like, who doesn't want that? So those are some of my favorites. So thank you for asking.
Beautiful. And a few things that I just want to add is people are asking why at my age, and I'm older than a lot of the people who I know who are using Lifewave, why did I have incredible results on the second day I put the patch on? You know, why did I? At my age, the second day I was able to solve a very complicated trademark issue that I had ignored and avoided for months because it was just so complicated. And the reason is that I've been using a plant-based antioxidant for decades, multiple doses every single day since 1994. So when I heard that the Eon patch worn at the same time as the X39 is essential to get the maximum benefit in stem cell repair, it suddenly occurred to me why I had immediate results and everyone in my age group doesn't, or everyone in any age group doesn't. So I so want to encourage everybody, insist to everybody, if you will, that you see the value, you understand it, you're ordering these patches, you want to have the benefits. Please be sure that every morning when you put on the X39, you put on the Eon. For any reason, if you wear them at night, when you put on the X39, put on the Eon. And for anyone who is literally over 45, over 50, the carnosine, what it does to increase brain function quickly is unbelievable. If you look at that video on YouTube of the lady who was suffering from severe dementia, whose daughter filmed it, and if you don't know what I'm referring to, send me an email and I'll send it, I'll send you the link. You've got to understand that we know the X39 plus the Eon is going to have great results for people who are challenged with cognitive issues or afraid they might be in the future. And I'm saying, please use the carnosine too, because we know that it has a profound, profound benefit with the brain. And of course, as one gets older, you can't avoid mirrors. So when you use the Alavida, your skin naturally improves. And thank you, Marci, for reminding me that I can actually put it on my face. I forgot, since I use it at night. That's great. And I know that one of my really dear friends just ordered the Lifewave patches for the first time, and she wants to get rid of a scar on her face. And so we were talking about that, where to put it. And by the way, I had a huge scar from a tummy tuck in 2001, I think it was. And the scar became a tiny, tiny, almost invisible white line after about a month of using the X39s and the Alavida. Just boom, gone. That wasn't even a goal. It was just a bonus. So Jeff, what else do you want us to know about Lifewave and quantum clearings and you?
Wow. Well, I just want you to walk away from this knowing that you're not meant to suffer. Life is not about suffering. It's popular in certain traditions, suffer this, suffer that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. When I say your natural state is happy, healthy, joyful, fearless, loving, and alive, I'm serious. I'm absolutely serious. And if you doubt that, go to my website, listen to some of my videos, pick up on my history and where I've been and where I am, and you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. I know of which I speak. So don't settle for sickness, illness, lack of energy, aging, none of that. You don't have to settle for any of that. So energetically, everything begins in your energy field. These patches just pile on and accelerate the process.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. So remember, go talk to the person who invited you to this event. Or if it's one of us, speak to us. It's basically about always letting your friend help you. It's a friends helping friends business. That's what direct marketing is, and why I love it so much, and why Marci loves it, and why Jeff loves it. We love helping our friends. We love offering them things that can absolutely change their life. And we have about, now I think, Marci, we have about 10 videos that you and I have done together, and more every month. We're always at the same time, the second Thursday of every month. We have an amazing guest in a completely different way next month. We have Peter Go, and he is a brilliant direct marketer, a brilliant network marketer who was in Marci's downline, and I've been privileged to get to know him. So the best way to find out about these events is go to, you're going to want to see this, you're going to want to share this with your friends. Anyway, so it's going to be posted at my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Susan Allan. And you see on the screen how my name is spelled, in case you didn't know. And it's Susan Allan 2001, youtube.com/Susan Allan 2001. And let Marci and I know, and let Jeff know what your questions are, and what you've enjoyed and what you want to see more of, because Marci and I are doing a show every month, and I have a feeling in the future we'll do them more often. What do you think, Marci?
I think that it just keeps getting better. The guests that you have on this show are, I just can't even tell you what we're learning. So yes, more and more and more, please.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. So we are really, really thrilled that every one of you is here. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, because that's the only way to find out for sure when a new show is added, because I don't have every one of your contact information, which is fine. That's the way the direct marketing works. So make sure you check in with your upline or your friend who invited you. And we are here once a month, and we have lots and lots of information for you, as does your friend who invited you. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.